Hey y'all, it's me again, coming back to you with another music reaction. This time we are doing a second round of Jack Powers. So, in case you don't know, Jack Powers, I've done one song of his before on the channel, and it did astounding. Um, but he's a artist that Bode really, really enjoys. And he just had a new single come out, so I told Bode, let's get together and do a reaction for it. So I've got Bode on the line with me. Say hey, Bode.
Hey y'all.
We are going to take a look at this or listen because there's no video. But we're going to take a look at this, see what we think about this song, discuss it as usual, and then we'll go on. So, what are you looking forward to the most, Bodie? Are you looking forward to does he usually have like a poignant topic that he's singing about, or does he sing about like frivolous things, or
He's definitely has a mix when it comes to lyrics. Whether that be poignant or frivolous things. Um, but yeah, I would say his lyrics are sometimes specific. Sometimes
just fun?
just fun. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
And how long have you known about Jack Powers?
Over over 3 years now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, over 3 years.
Well, this new single is called Touch. Again, it's by Jack Powers. I would say that I will leave a link in the comments for you to his video, but I'm still being penalized by YouTube, so I can't put links in my descriptions anymore. I don't know why. But Jack Powers, go look him up. The song is called Touch, and let me turn it on. Okay, so here we go. I like the way you touch, I like it when we fireworks on 4th of July. We're blowin' up this time. I don't care about a thing tonight. I want your lips on mine. So if I tell you what I think right now, would you tell me that I'm right about how we should leave this crowd? Go back to my house. If I tell you what I think right now, would you tell me that I'm right about how we should leave this crowd? Go back to my house. I think you like the way I touch. Think you like it so much. Think you like the way I think you like the way I touch. Think you like it so much. Think you like the way sparking like your Marlboro lights. Talking dirty with your soft blue eyes. He's talking about me. Marlboro Lights used to be my thing.
Were they?
Yes. Would you tell me that I'm right about how we should leave this crowd? Go back to my house. If I tell you what I think right now, would you tell me that I'm right about how we should leave this crowd? Go back to my house. I think you like the way I touch. Think you like it so much. Think you like the way I think you like the way I touch. Think you like it so much. Think you like the way I like the way you touch, Okay, so that was Jack Powers' Touch. Um, Before I jump in, what are your thoughts, Bodie?
Why don't you jump in first? I like to hear your thoughts first.
Um, I'll just say it's not a bad song. But I don't think the chorus stood up to the test of time. Like, I don't think that this chorus will be all that magnificent after a few listens because the I think you'll like the way I touch. I think you'll like it so so much. I think you'll like the way I ooh, ah. It to me, touch is the song's name, right? So I totally get that, but I think the chorus needed to have an additional two or three lines to it. I think that the
Mhm.
chorus became a little repetitive and boring towards the end.
Yeah.
The song itself, I thought sounded great. It's just that I think that there could have been more done with it. Either that, or he should have taken the bridge that he did, wherever that was at, right here. He should have taken that bridge and expanded it, gave it more of a rise and fall in the song. Because that chorus, that I think, what is it? I think you'll like the way I touch. That chorus is just so not one note because it's not one note, but it's very minimal. And I think if he
Mm.
would have maybe had a bridge that created more of a climax or, more excitement to it, I think the choruses would have been a lot better. But as it stands, I think it's an okay song. I just think either the bridge needed to be expanded or the choruses needed to be expanded.
Yeah, I definitely think the chorus can get a bit repetitive. Um, it's very minimal. I agree. Um, it's not the best chorus, but I think what won me over here was the layering and the production the most, most than anything. Um, like even though the chorus gets tiring and repetitive by the end, the production always seems to try something new every time, or at least at the end. Um, which I think is a common thing, or used to be a common thing back then, like in the 90s, maybe late 90s. A lot of these pop songs, whether we're talking in sync or boy groups or musical groups, they all like seem to have that hook, that chorus that was repeated, but it's so repetitive that by the end, they start to like change it up a bit. The tempo changes up a bit, which is what they did here. And I don't think they do that anymore. Music where they change up the tempo because and it's just the chorus is repetitive mostly. So I enjoyed that, and the layering and the production I thought were great. It's very synth heavy, or yeah, it's very 80s synth, and I love 80s synth. Um, but yeah, I thought it was I think it's a good song. It's not his best by any means, but
One thing I'm
I still enjoy.
curious about, does he use a vocalizer a lot?
Maybe I'm not exactly sure, but definitely there's definitely a lot of vocal effects going on in here, and most of his songs.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I did really notice was the vocalizer
Yeah.
on his voice, and I didn't feel like the song warranted it because I don't think he has a bad voice. Um, and the song itself didn't seem to call forward any reason to use a vocalizer. Um, it just didn't feel like it was appropriate, or maybe not appropriate, but it just didn't feel like it fit. Some songs the vocalizer fits. When you listen to Cher's Believe, like the vocalizer fits what she's doing. But his kind of felt like it was just an effect he wanted to use, but there was no intention behind the effect. And you've kind of got to have that intention in order for a vocalizer to be something more than just auto tune.
Mhm.
So I really, sorry, I got a notification. I hope y'all didn't hear that. If you did, I'll probably just edit it. Um, but I don't think it was a bad song at all. It's one that I probably, if I go back to it, I'd probably listen to it once with you. But because I'll be doing the editing, I'll hear it during the edit anyways.
Mm.
Um, so I think I'm pretty much good with the song because of that. Because there wasn't just a whole lot coming out of it. There wasn't a whole lot of, new stuff coming out of it. So, but other than that, like it wasn't a bad song. It had a really good vibe. I think you were correct. The production was kind of interesting, the way that they had the layers and stuff put on there. There were a couple of times that the layers were so heavy that I couldn't hear him anymore. Um, but I think that was only like once or twice, and that can happen when the background music gets too loud. But yeah,
Um,
I'm glad we did this.
and I'm glad we have lyrics for this one.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Jack. If you're watching this, Jack, thank you for putting some lyrics out. I really appreciate it. Um, all right, you got anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
Well, let us know what you thought down in the comments. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you enjoyed Jack Powers, please feel free to go on YouTube, search him, and find his music and all that good stuff. Again, I would link to it, but I can't. So let me know what your thoughts are. Be sure to stick around. We've got more videos coming up here shortly. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything, please feel free to let us know in the comments. Until the next one, thank y'all so much. Bye.